With online surveys, can you complete surveys at home with an email address, a personal computer, and an internet connection? Surveys usually contain multiple pages of questions about your habits and preferences. Companies often create surveys to gather more information about their target audience that can be used to create products and advertising campaigns. By filling out online surveys, you get the option to work from home and make your own work schedule. The rate of pay for completing surveys may depend upon the website you use and other factors. Some short surveys pay around $15, while longer surveys might pay more than $50. Usually, the higher-paying surveys take longer to complete and require you to submit more information. The first step to finding a survey job is to explore your options. There are many websites that offer payment in exchange for taking surveys, and some of them use different procedures and payment methods. As you explore different websites, consider how you want to receive payments and what types of surveys you want to take. This can help you decide which site is right for you, and once you have researched different websites, you can create an account on the site that fits you best. Usually, creating an account is free. These sites often ask you to provide demographic information and other details. They can also ask you about the kinds of content you are interested in. Websites use the information you provide to invite you to surveys based on your profile. After signing up for a website and confirming your email address, you can start taking surveys. Some surveys also feature videos and other information. You can increase your income potential by completing as many surveys as you possibly can. Once you have received some money, you can cash out. Most websites have minimum thresholds for users to meet before they can receive payment. The payment process can also vary depending on the website you use. Some websites can send money to your bank account, and some send payments in the form of gift cards. Affiliate marketing is a way to earn a commission by promoting a product or service made by another retailer or advertiser. It is a monetization model where you is rewarded a payout for providing a specific result to the retailer or advertiser. Typically, the result is a sale, but some programs can reward you for leads, free trial users, clicks to a website, or getting downloads for an app. Affiliate programs are usually free to join, and it can easily go from a side hustle to a profitable income. Referring a product or service through a blog, social media platform, podcast, or website is what affiliate marketing is all about. Commission rates vary depending on the company and the offer. On the low end, you'll earn about 5% of the sale, but with some arrangements, you can earn as much as 50%. There's no doubt affiliate marketing is worth it, given its growth in popularity. It's also a low to no-cost business venture. You can profit from immensely. Since there's no cost to join the affiliate programs, you can start making money with an affiliate product or service without any upfront investment. But remember, affiliate marketing is not a get-rich-quick thing. It requires time and patience to grow an audience and gain influence. Investing your money is the most reliable way to build wealth over time. Before you put your cash into an investment, you'll need a basic understanding of how to invest your money the right way. The best way to invest your money is whichever way works best for you. You want to consider your time, your budget, and your risk tolerance. The investing world has two ways to invest money: active investing and passive investing. If you plan to buy and sell individual stocks through an online broker, you're planning to be an active investor. Passive investing involves putting your money to work in an investment where someone else is doing the hard work. For example, you could hire a financial or investment advisor to construct and implement an investment strategy on your behalf. You may think you need a large sum of money to start investing, but you can start with only $50. The amount of money you're starting with isn't the most important thing. It's making sure you're financially ready to invest and that you're investing money frequently over time. All investments, whether stocks, mutual funds, or real estate, have some level of risk, and you never want to find yourself forced to sell these investments in a time of need. Most financial planners suggest an ideal amount for an emergency fund is enough to cover 6 months' worth of expenses. Each investment has its unique level of risk, but profits are frequently connected with risk. It's important to find a balance between maximizing the returns on your money and finding a risk level you're comfortable with. Similar to writing reviews, you can become a freelance writer and make extra money writing articles and website copies. While you don't have to be a professional journalist to write for a website, it helps if you've blogged or have your own website where you blog regularly. Even better is showing that you have some experience in the niche in which you're trying to find a job. There are many different ways to join the freelance writing business. Sometimes people leave a full-time job, knowing they've made enough contacts to get work, and some people start out by finding small writing jobs online. Freelance writers are not only writers, they are also marketing themselves and their skills to potential clients. The successful freelance writer is often a person of creative words and business skills. Writing well is just one thing, but you must also sell yourself effectively and manage your finances. Every client has its own process and payment type. Sometimes a client will want the writer to send an invoice when the work is done, or they pay half up front and the remainder when the work is handed in. Other clients have intricate computer systems that tell them when it's time to pay a writer, and no action is needed on the part of the freelancer. Many individuals and smaller businesses like the convenience of PayPal. However, large organizations stick to the more traditional system of sending checks by the due date noted on submitted invoices. These companies need workers who are able to work independently in their own space. More and more of these companies are contracting with individual workers in different countries. The life of a freelance writer is not only an independent one, with a great deal of flexibility. If one becomes skilled in the business side, it can become a financially successful life. Fiverr is an online marketplace for freelance services with providers from all over the world. The idea is to streamline the process of hiring or getting hired as a freelancer. Smaller businesses can get things done, and freelancers have the freedom of selling their services at any time to any companies. Fiverr lets clients pay in advance for gigs, which constitute any digital service ranging from logo design, writing services, to even voiceover work. Freelancers can set their price to whatever they choose. Orders should typically be completed within a day or two, but the delivery time can take longer if you have a queue of orders. Once a buyer decides to buy your order, their money is taken from their account and put on hold for you until you complete the order. Sellers keep 80% of what they earn on each gig they successfully sell and deliver. First, you need to set up your profile and create custom gigs to sell on the site. As a seller, you set your price and can choose to offer add-ons to your gigs to bump up the cost. The more gigs you sell, the easier it will be to build your seller rating on the site, and that means you will potentially be able to charge more for the services you offer. As a seller, you have the potential to make around $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on how well you market yourself and how many gigs you sell. For many sellers, taking advantage of a skill set already built in the workplace and offering on this site is a great way to get even more experience and earn extra income. You can sell your photos to stock photo websites or take photos locally for homeowners. So if you're good at taking pictures and have a nice camera, you might be able to sell your photo-taking services to real estate agents or to people trying to sell their own home. The easiest way to sell photos online at high prices is to specialize in a niche. Every successful photographer has a style or theme that runs through their work. Finding your niche is typically something you feel your way into as you see which styles and photos resonate with your audience. But you can also evaluate the demand for certain topics using keyword research to analyze the search volume for terms related to your photographs. Whether you're freelancing or selling photography online as prints, the best way to sell photos online is to build and leverage your network to expand your reach and credibility. Visual social platforms like Instagram can help you reach a wide audience. But there are also photo sharing sites that can connect you with other photographers, help you build a platform, and sell licenses to use your digital photos. Most photographers have a main portfolio site to showcase their work to potential clients. But by adding e-commerce to your site, including the ability to accept payments from PayPal, you can open several more ways for how to sell your photos online. For example, you can sell courses, physical products, and services. Therefore, there are many opportunities to sell photos online and a chance to make a lot of money. Starting an online store has never been easier. With shipping companies, you can get your products anywhere in the world in a flash. Before you start building your online store, you need to have something to sell. It's best to approach your online store with a unique selling position. Of course, you'd rather sell products you're excited about, but you don't want your business to get lost in the vast reaches of the internet. Before spending any money on your online business, make sure that you've researched and tested your concept. Don't hesitate to tell your ideas to a few friends or others who will give some feedback to work with. As you're working through the details of your store, you'll need to make a business model that encompasses the costs that will appear along the way. Depending on the country you live in, you need to check if there are any business or sales tax licenses. Each country can have a very different regulations when it comes to online stores and how you store your inventory. After you've chosen a shipping method, there may be fees for a dropshipper. Once you've worked out the details of what your online store is going to sell, you need to build the actual e-commerce website. To do so, you'll need to create a business name that will represent you online. With a business name established, your e-commerce site will also need a domain name. With a domain name, you'll need to make use of a web hosting service to turn your domain into a new online store. Some well-known e-commerce platforms is Shopify, WooCommerce, and Wix. With a template created, it's time to start building product pages. When users shop online, they want to be able to quickly navigate to whatever they're looking for, and then be on their way. This is an important point to remember when deciding on a layout. Customers will likely prefer to use a credit or debit card for purchases, so having this option on your site is key. If your e-commerce store is selling a physical item, you'll want to work out shipping details for getting the product into your customers' hands. To be successful in the online world, you need to identify an untapped niche or find a way to set yourself apart from the competition. After building a unique space, a solid marketing strategy can bring in a lot of money. By starting a YouTube channel, you can make money on sponsorships, merchandise, and Google Ads. Before you can earn money from ads that gets placed on your videos, you need to join the YouTube Partner Program. To join the program, you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months. You also need to set up an AdSense account so you can receive the money you get. As a YouTube partner, you have to follow not just the YouTube Partner Program policies, but the community guidelines and to stay on the right side of the copyright law. Merchandise for your channel is meant to both represent and feed your audience's connection with you, so your merch should be unique. The advantage of sponsorships is that you don't have to give YouTube a cut of your earnings. You negotiate directly with the brand, and they pay you directly. If you can offer brands a large and engaged audience, and your content is relevant to their target market, then they probably want to sponsor one of your videos. On average, YouTubers make between $3 and $5 per 1,000 video views. If your channel is reaching a lot of people, this can stack up to a pretty paycheck. To become an Instagram influencer, the first thing you need to do is find a niche that suits your personality. It needs to be something you're passionate about. Selecting the right niche is very important because you will have to spend a considerable amount of time researching it and posting content on the topic. It's important that your posts reflect whatever truly interests you and not some random stuff. Once you have decided your niche, you need to focus on creating a bio that immediately catches people's attention. Not only should each of your photos be visually appealing, but it should also stick to an overall theme. Many Instagram influencers follow a particular style of editing their photos so that the color or composition looks good. Make sure that your photos are taken in high resolution and plenty of light to make them look good. Posting content consistently is another important thing to do to become an Instagram influencer. Most influencers on Instagram post daily. However, some of them post a few times in a day, or even a few times in a week. Hashtags is also important because they enable your content to be found by other Instagram users. Instagram allows you to use a maximum of 30 hashtags on a photo, and I recommend using them all. Remember that using hashtags with high search volumes isn't necessarily good for you, because high search volumes imply high competition. So the chances of your posts being discovered using those hashtags is small. You should instead choose the hashtags that have decent search volumes that maximize your chances of appearing in the top posts. You also need to get a business account for your Instagram. You can switch to a business account in the settings. The most important benefit is that with a business account, you get access to Instagram analytics. You'll be able to see not only your follower demographics, but also which posts are getting better engagement. If you want to become an Instagram influencer, it is important to understand your audience and learn what content works best for them. Follower demographics are very useful when it comes to pitching to brands for collaboration. The other advantage you get with a business account is the ability to run ads. You can also tag others on your stories and give a shout out to other accounts. This is a great way of building relationships, and it's also a good way to grow your following, because those accounts are likely to return the favor too. Social media is all about people and how you engage with them. Engagement is one of the most important factors to help you become an Instagram influencer. When someone comments on your photos, make sure that you reply to them, and also return the favor by liking and commenting on their content. You can use the Explore option on Instagram to find content that you can engage with. You also have the option to follow hashtags so that relevant content shows up in your feed. Once you've been able to grow your followers and have a decent engagement, then you can start your outreach. The easiest way is to tag relevant brands on your photos to put yourself on their radar. Sometimes brands even feature such photos on their Instagram account, giving you greater visibility. You can also send direct messages to brands you think would be relevant to your niche. This is especially a good idea if you've seen them collaborate with other influencers like you. That was all for today. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel.